Hi there, it's Beauty Junkie. Welcome to my channel. Today I am getting into a skincare haul. I picked up a whole bunch of things from YesStyle and Jolse. These are K-Beauty, Asian Beauty, J-Beauty websites where you can pick up so many things, not just skincare, but makeup, clothing. These are really great websites, and the ones similar to them are really great to check out if you've never done so before. It just exposes you to so many new brands, different types of products, and a lot of them, they're not like super discounted, but a lot of things are really reasonably priced, and you may run into formulas that you haven't really experienced before. So I picked up a lot of stuff. I'm gonna try a couple things. I'm not gonna open everything because I have way too many things here. So before I get into this haul, just want to talk a little bit of a life update. I am super tired right now. And this is not relevant to the video, but I'm sure there's going to be points where I seem really low on energy. That's because I was up till 3 a.m. last night working, and I just worked 2 hours of overtime tonight. And this is my chance to relax, and I got a whole bunch of new things, and I'm excited to check them out with you. So I'm just in a really tired place. I'm probably gonna stumble on my words a little bit. But the reason this haul happened, what prompted this, my boyfriend ran out of sunscreen. We were going to an event a couple weeks ago, and we had to ask our friend to bring sunscreen with him because we were out. Now I have sunscreen at my place, but I was over at his, and he's like, yeah, I don't have anything. And I think I threw a lot of them out because they were very old. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick up some sunscreen for you. It took a little bit for the order, all of this to come. I did express ship, but it still took several days. So my boyfriend ended up picking up some copper tone from the drugstore. You know, sunscreen, as long as you apply it properly, it should work for the most part, but some people have that skin that kind of, sunscreen doesn't work that well. Like they sweat so much that it just kind of comes off and it doesn't really do much. So there's people like that, but I'm a believer in applying sunscreen every day, especially on the face and neck. And if you are exposing your skin, doing the arms, the legs, wherever light is gonna see fully, you want to put on a layer of sunscreen. I find that if I use a formula that I really like, that's lightweight, I am more likely to put that on a daily basis. If it's thick, it smells weird, it leaves a really bad white cast, I'm not going to be excited to use it, and I'm just going to reserve it for when I absolutely have to, which are the big sun exposure days. Sometimes I do feel more protected with a thicker sunscreen. I don't know, maybe it's mental, but some of these sunscreen I'm going to show you are really light, and you may prefer something just physically thicker. But speaking of sunscreens, I bought a whole bunch, some for the face, some are, I think, meant for the body, but you can use them anywhere. And I tried to get the biggest sizes possible, but I also wanted to try a couple of new brands. So let's get into the sunscreen first. Here's what I was thinking. I love refill packaging because you save a little bit of money. This is the Nivea sunscreen that I've been using on my body so far this summer, just on a daily basis. It's really light. It's SPF 50 PA3 pluses. This is the Nivea Sun Super Water Gel. You cannot get this in the US. If you guys are thinking, oh, Nivea, I've heard of that brand. This is all Japanese. On the back, no English. This is the sizing on here, 140 grams. So not a huge bottle, but it has a nice pump, and it's generally more product than you're gonna get in a lot of Asian sunscreens. They don't sell a whole lot of big sunscreen bottles. So I like this one. It's really lightweight. I think I'm going to take this to my boyfriend's house and give him a refill as well. But you can see how nice and thin. It feels like a skincare essence. and it's really, really lightweight. This is a chemical sunscreen, of course. There's no white cast. It's not sticky, at least in my opinion. Everybody has their own thoughts on what is sticky and what is not. But I really enjoy this one for every day. And I got some refills. These little bags fill this guy up, and this is SPF 50 as well. This is, I believe it's gonna fill it up for the most part. It says 125 grams. This is actually 140, so almost. Maybe this is a slightly different version. Packaging's a little different on the front, but this is really cool. Really liking this kind of packaging. I got 2 of them, so I will have a refill. I'll give this to my boyfriend, he can use that, or we'll both have it at his place. And then I got another pump and another refill, so I'll have this for at home. But I couldn't find a new bottle that was SPF 50, only the 35, which was disappointing. But at least I got a 50 refill, so maybe I'll save. I don't know if I'll use all this up, so maybe I'll use this like in the winter time, the SPF 35. So speaking of big sunscreens, this is a larger bottle that I could find, and unfortunately it's only SPF 31, which is not great. It's better than nothing though, and this is 250 mils, 8.5 fluid ounces, so this is a lot of product. Again, this is probably more of an everyday, I'm just going out to run an errand, maybe do a short chore, you know, not too much time outside, and also maybe more of a winter sunscreen. I wish it came in a higher SPF, but this probably, as long as it's true, the packaging is true to what it actually protects, I'm okay with that. This is Hato Mugi brand. I've never tried this one, but I do love the pump and I do love the big bottle. This is the UV Milky Gel, and it contains coke seed extract. It says it's moisturizing, but I'll show you the texture of this guy. This one is not as essency, right? It says a milky gel, but it's a little bit thicker feeling. And honestly, I think you could probably skip lotion unless you like a really thick lotion. This does feel really hydrating, so it's like an all-in-one step. Just want to make sure you put enough. It has, I don't want to say it doesn't have a scent, but it's a very neutral scent, like very light, so it doesn't smell bad. Doesn't smell like much of anything though. This one does feel really good. It basically feels like a lotion. I haven't tested this out to see, you know, how well it does against the sun, but it feels good. So if that encourages you to use at least a little bit of a sunscreen, even if it has an SPF 30, in my opinion, that's better than nothing. So that's the big body sunscreens that I have. Let's get into the face sunscreens. I have a lot here. Let's get into one of my tried and true. So I'm using this right now. I don't know how many times I've bought this, but bought another one. And this is the 100 ml size, which is pretty large for a face sunscreen from these Asian beauty websites. This is the brand Apu right here. And this is the Pure Block Daily Sunscreen Sun Cream SPF 45. This smells like citrus, like oranges, lemons. I really like it. It goes well under makeup. Now, if you apply a whole lot and put your makeup on right away, not every formulation is gonna get along well with it. Might have some pilling, so let it dry down a little bit. But otherwise, for the most part, I think it does pretty well with makeup, so I got another one. This is another one I have purchased before, except in a larger size. This is a 70 ml. I believe they had a larger one before. This is the Aloe Soothing Essence. This is an SPF 50 face and body waterproof sun cream. This is from the brand Holika Holika. I like the smell and texture of this one. I'm gonna go back to this one and show you the texture real quick, even though I've shown it a lot on my channel. It's more on the thicker, creamy moisturizer, lotiony side. So probably a little bit more typical to American facial sunscreen, except it doesn't smell bad. It smells good, and the texture is not sticky, and I feel like the white cast is not there or very minimal. So I love that one. Let's get into this. Oop, there's a sticker. Opening all these sunscreen is not ideal, but I will do it for you guys. This is the waterproof sunscreen, sun cream. I cannot talk. This is the texture. This one, when you rub it out, it feels very, not watery, but just a thin, very easy to blend out texture, easy to rub in. And the smell of this is not quite what I remember. I thought it smelled like cucumber before. They might have changed the formula on this because I thought it was maybe a little less milky looking before. And I don't really smell anything, so I think they've reformulated this one. I'm losing my sense of smell. I mean, it's still nice. It's just different than I remember. Okay, these all feel very similar. You're gonna be like, which one do you like best? Ugh, I like this one, but here's another little tubey one. This is on the smaller size, so 50 mils is pretty typical for sunscreens when you look at these websites. So this is PA 4+. This is from the brand Tree, and this is a Korean brand, this little symbol right there. I think generally, of course, can't read that on the back really, but I feel like this is like a store that you can go to in the US. I'm not sure. This says it evens out skin tone, lightweight sunscreen, replenishes moisture. It's the hyaluronic acid natural sun cream. I don't know what's natural about it. Here's the box here. Soft texture containing hyaluronic acid. All right, let's just give it a little whirl. I think I will probably give one of these to my boyfriend so he can use this on his face, have a special sunscreen for his face. So this looks a little thicker. Oh yeah, definitely thicker and white. This looks like you might get a white cast if you do not blend it in. Okay, you guys can see that white cast. It feels nice. It doesn't feel sticky, but it does feel thicker than all of the others I tried. But you know, that some people like the comfort of a thicker sunscreen. They feel like it's doing something, or it's gonna do a better job at protecting their skin. So, I mean, when fully blended out, it looks fine. It does definitely kind of leave a little bit of a residue on the skin, but I'm good with it. I'm comfortable with it. It smells fine, doesn't smell like anything. This, if you like something a little bit thicker, you might like this. Of course, I can't speak to how well it works. I think this one works as just fine. The previous version I had of it, which I think was a bit thinner, but just so you guys know, these brands, they tend to redo their formulas a lot. So just make sure after you repurchase it a couple of times, you're still paying attention to the formula, because it might have changed on you. This last one I've heard good things about, I think, or maybe there's just been some interest in this sunscreen in a jar, which is so funny to me. This is 90 grams of product. This guy is the Hada Labo. Now, Hada Labo makes stuff in the US, but this is the Hada Labo. You might recognize this little symbol here. That is from Japan. So this is a Japanese brand, and the stuff that comes out of Japan, I think, is superior to the stuff that's made in the US. But they are really famous for their essences, their watery lotions. They're cost effective and really great for the skin. A lot of people love them. They do some cleansing oils, and now they have a UV cream for the face, and this is SPF 50, 4 PA pluses. This is the box packaging here. I cannot read any of it because none of it is in English, but yeah, 90 grams, I mentioned that. So I can just talk about the texture. I honestly don't really love that it's in a jar. I think it's pretty inconvenient to have a sunscreen that's not in a tube. I mean, you can't really take this to go. But I kind of like the texture. It feels like a gel-like moisturizer. And it kind of feels a little bit fancy, a little bit luxurious. I'm gonna go on the back of my hand again. Ooh, this feels really lightweight and slippery and nice, and you guys can see for the face, you especially probably don't want much of a white cast unless you don't really mind that, but this looks like it feels probably the most hydrating out of all of them. Ooh, that's a really wonderful texture. Ooh, I'm gonna put some on my neck. It's nighttime, but I'm gonna put some on my neck just for the moisture. Ooh. So the smell on this is pretty neutral. I don't really smell much. A little bit chemically, like I think it could do with some sort of neutralizing fresher scent, but it doesn't smell bad. It's just pretty much fragrance free. I can't tell you that's for sure because I can't read this, but it smells like there's no fragrance. And it doesn't smell sunscreeny. See, of all the ones I bought, I'm a little bit disappointed that this one seemed to change. I think maybe the smell has changed the most. This one's a little bit thick for me, so I don't know. I might give this to my boyfriend. Or maybe I'll just keep it at his place. Maybe I'll keep both of these at his place. Like my second favorite sunscreen. And then this guy I will keep here because that's a nice one. This is probably my second favorite after this one. I don't know, we shall see. Packaging is throwing me off a little bit. So that's all the sunscreens. I spent 20 minutes on sunscreen use. Are you guys as obsessed with sunscreen and finding the perfect formula at a lower cost and getting a bunch of product? Because I'm always forever searching for that perfect sunscreen. I'm just gonna caveat though, do your research on what types of sunscreens you want to use. I'm fine with chemical. Some people prefer physical. The difference is the ingredients in it. Some people are very sensitive to certain ingredients. You have to figure that out for yourself, what you're sensitive to. I know for me, there's certain sunscreens that I just so easily get in my eye. And there's some sunscreens that don't seem to irritate me as much, or if I do get it in my eye, it doesn't water. So I don't know what that's about, but just be aware of washing your hands after you apply sunscreen so that isn't an issue. I just want to encourage you to use it regularly and try to prevent things from happening that can discourage you to use it. Such as buying a formula that you hate or using sprays. I know a lot of people, especially in the US, love sprays because they hate the feeling of sunscreens. They hate the motion of having to rub it in your skin. It just takes forever. But those have the best protection. And sprays, you have to really spray a lot, and I think you actually have to rub it in with your hands anyway, so what's the point? So I always prefer using a cream for sure. Now, I am jealous of the countries that allow mousses, sunscreen mousses. So the UK allows it. If you try to order it over here, they won't ship. But there's a brand called EVY that has sunscreen mousse that I really want to try because that sounds like a really fun texture for a sunscreen. But what you can get in terms of sunscreen depends on the rules in your country. So if you have stricter rules, Like the US, you cannot get all these fun formulations that you can get over in Asia. So that's why we order from these websites and directly. That's why you can not read them in English. But that's okay, you don't need to. They're safe. I would say for the most part, these are safe. You just gotta remember you have to reapply. And even if a sunscreen says SPF 30, 15, or 50, or 100, you have to take that with a grain of salt because everyone applies sunscreen differently. Also, you have to use hats and clothing as well. You can't just rely on a product you put on your skin that your skin absorbs, it melts off, you sweat it off, you wipe it off. Like, it's just hard to really maintain that protection. So it's good to have a backup, like a hat, like UV clothing, or just long sleeve shirts. Even though it's hot, that's like the best thing I can say is, be smart about it. All right, let's get into some other stuff. So this is a cleanser for removing makeup. This is the Celimax Derma Nature Fresh Blackhead Jojoba Cleansing Oil. This completely removes makeup but effectively dissolves blackheads. I've never tried this before. I wanted to have another makeup remover cleanser at my boyfriend's place, so I'm going to take this over. I have no idea what to expect. It looks pretty watery and thin, so I'm hoping for the best. This is 150 milliliters, made in Korea. The purple is pretty. This is the box packaging, and this is a light, non-greasy, hydrophilic cleansing oil. Removes dirt, clogged pores without leaving any residue. It has a bunch of natural things in it. Pump the oil 3 to 4 times on your dry hand. Gently massage. This lasts 6 months, 5.07 fluid ounces. All right, Celimax. I have no idea anything about this brand, but let's do a little test. Texture test. Whoa, that is shot out, and this is really thin, you guys. It's gonna run down my hands. If you like a really thin oil, this almost feels like a dry oil. Well, if you have enough on your hands, then it starts to feel oily, but it doesn't feel super thick or super oily. I can't tell you if it's good or not yet because I'm not going to use it on my face, but it feels good. It smells earthy. It smells like there's not really any scent added, but just kind of almost pure jojoba. So interesting. Nice thinner texture. I know some people are really picky about cleansing oils, but this feels nice. I'm just gonna go wash my hands. Okay, moving on to exfoliating body products. I don't know why, but I really like to use exfoliating pads on my body, especially after shaving. I get ingrown hairs all over the place, on my legs, you know the drill. So I find these kinds of pads to be really convenient. This one is totally new to me. This is Junkay, and this is the Heartleaf BHA peeling pad, another Celimax product, and made in Korea. Here's the cute little packaging here. This is a Heartleaf extract for pore cleaning and trouble care. Okay, some fun pictures there. How to use gentle, effective 2-in-1 daily exfoliating toner pad. So this is supposed to be used on the face. This I think I bought because it was pretty good value for the price. There's 60 pads in here. It lasts 6 months, so I'm not going to open it. I'm not going to try it out yet because these things do dry out. I can't smell anything through the plastic, but it looks like, you know, a Stridex type of pad. We shall see. I don't have any percentages of how much BHA are in there. This product is another exfoliating product that I have purchased before, and these are, I think, actually better for the body because theirs are huge and they are soaked in this stuff that smells like very yummy grape juice. They have different scents, but I like the grape one. This is the Neogen Biopeel. This is the wine version. And this is a, I don't know, exfoliating treatment. Same idea as these other ones, actually. It's an exfoliator. You just kind of rub the solution wherever. It does have some texture on the pads if you want a little bit of physical exfoliation. This lasts also 6 months. Just so you guys know, there's liquid in here, so if you kind of open it, don't use it, it does dry out. But these are nice because they're huge, and so this, you can truly exfoliate your legs, your armpits, where you shave. The only bad part is they're a little bit pricey for how much you get compared to some other brands, I believe. I don't even know how much. 30 are in here, so 200 mils, 30. But I mean, if you only want to use them in a certain area, you could cut them in half. But these are large and in charge, and I like the smell of them. But some people, you know, if you don't like scented stuff, you're not gonna like this. But if you like grape, I think it's worth checking out. And if you're not into exfoliating, you should at least try it and see what happens. Just remember, if you're exfoliating your body with this kind of stuff, this has like chemical exfoliating ingredients in here. You have to wear sunscreen because it makes your skin more sensitive to the sun. All right, off my soapbox. Those are those exfoliating pads. I got 2 body lotions. One I've been meaning to try for a long time. This is the brand Ilyun, and this is ceramide ATO lotion. This is 350 mils, 11.83 ounces. So I believe this is supposed to be more of a body lotion, but I think you can put it anywhere. A nice big pump. Love that. I kind of want to open it. I also got a really fun one. This is probably, I don't know, probably gonna be good for summer, but lotion is a lotion. This is the banana milk body lotion, and this is from, which brand is the Koalanara? Moisturizing real banana extract. This lasts 12 months. Has banana extract and royal jelly extract. Okay, this is 560 grams of lotion. So a lot of lotion. They had like everything. They had a coconut version, a strawberry milk. They had all kinds of stuff. If you like fruity body lotions, you might like this, but I need to open it like now and smell. Hopefully it's good, otherwise I have a lot of lotion that I'm not gonna like. A little bit scary when you try scented stuff. Okay, so here's the texture. A little bit thin and runny. Might be good for summer. Ooh, that feels really light, a little bit too light for me. Oh boy, that smells like artificial bananas. Ooh, interesting. So I thought I may not like this. I think that what I don't like most about it, though, just first impressions, is how light it is. I actually like a thicker lotion for the body, and this, to me, it would be like a good hand lotion, something lightweight, but for the body, like, this is too runny for me. I like a little bit more creaminess to my lotion, but you know, some people really like lightweight, easy to rub in kinds of things, and some people are all about the smell. This smells like Laffy Taffy banana flavor, like artificial bananas. It's not like, when you smell it up close, you can smell it, but it's not overwhelmingly banana, which is a good thing. So I will be able to use it. but I think this might deter my boyfriend from using it because it is banana. He's gonna be like, no, I don't want to smell like that. But I think if he tries it, he might be like, oh, that's not bad. Yeah, it's a light banana scent. If that makes you feel better. I kind of want to try the other scents, but I wish I liked the lotion more. It's okay. It's okay. Not a 100% win there, but I knew I was gonna take a gamble with that one. This one I'm hoping is a little bit better. Let's open this up. I'm opening a lot of stuff today. This was an interesting pump. There we go. Popped up. Ooh. This is a gel that's not runny. Okay. Ooh. This is straight up like a gel lotion. Not expecting that. So this one doesn't smell like bananas. Doesn't really smell like anything, but it definitely feels light but more moisturizing. Ooh. This is odd. I was expecting a regular lotion, but if you like body gels that hydrate, that is pretty cool. Not what I expected. You know, it stinks a little bit when you look at these websites for stuff like this because you don't always know exactly what you're getting. Like, it says lotion, I'm assuming it's a lotion. But this is a straight up gel. But this is super hydrating, so I am liking this. It's just not quite what I expected. But if you don't like rubbing in, you don't like white stuff, like you don't want white lotion on your clothes, this gel might be right up your alley, especially in the summer. That's actually really hydrating and soothing, and if you had a sunburn, I could see loving this. All right, interesting, cool. Okay, so that's all the stuff I picked up, but I do have a bunch of samples that I got that I did not pick out and I didn't know I was getting. But this came from Jolse. I don't think Jolse is as popular as YesStyle, but Jolse gives you a lot of free stuff. So Jolse gave me some blotting paper, which honestly I always forget about, but it's always super handy to have stuff like this in your purse. Let's say you don't want to carry powder or makeup around it, but you want to reduce your oil. That is the way to go. They gave me, it looks like I thought this was, oh, this has got to be like a exfoliator mitt for your face. Otherwise, it's just a little pocket. I don't know. It's very textured though, very rough. I have a lot of random stuff. This is the most random thing you'll get from these Asian beauty sites. This is not the first time I've gotten socks. These are a little bit boring. Usually the socks are cuter, but a nice pair of plain white foot socks where you know, it's cut off, and you know, I appreciate socks as a free gift. Because it's just not something you think about. I mean, these are pretty thin and basic, but if you were like, yeah, I'm desperate for socks, just put this in your bag. It came with a hair tie with a little metal piece, which I will not use this, but interesting that they give, oh yeah, you need a hair tie. Not a common gift from American brands. This I'm probably not going to use, but some people like this stuff. This is a nose strip, and this is the brand Luke. I don't know. I'm made in Korea. Charcoal nose strip. Ooh, I got a mask, a sheet mask, pomegranate from May Island. Real Essence mask pack. Okay, this looks fun. Show the directions there, pretty straightforward. It gave me a sample of one of the other flavors of the Neogen peeling pads. This is the lemon one, and it looks like, I think there's just probably one in here, but it'd be nice to try something different. I believe they have a green one or a green tea one that they had before. Okay. This is another mask, except it's a sleeping mask from K-Secret. Never heard of this brand. This is probably just like an anti-aging lotion. Some of the stuff I probably will never try. This is the Everyday Plump Hydro Cream. I don't know what brand this is because 107beauty.com. Oh, it's 107. Never heard of that one. Black Sugar. This is from Skin Food. I believe you can get Skin Food at Ulta. And this is a scrub. Maybe for the face or the body. I can't tell. Here's another Skin Food rice mask wash off. I think this is, I've tried something like this before. They have a lot of masks, Skin Food, and they smell good. Here's another one, the Pearmint Food Mask. Yeah, a lot of food related masks, obviously with a name like Skin Food. Okay. All right, that's it. That's it for the samples. I mean, this is a lot of samples. I mean, I didn't pick any of them out, but I mean, I got socks. Brands don't do this anymore. I mean, not even YesStyle. They don't really give you much in terms of samples. So if you like samples, I would go with Jolse. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Let me know your questions in the comments below. What sunscreens are you loving this year? Let me know. Also, would you use a banana body lotion, or does this like make you cringe a little bit? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, click the thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys.